Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace, and I'm on my way to get some Cajun red beans and rice. It's my favorite. It's my favorite meal these days. But I just get a pint and it lasts me 3 meals. I'm gonna get Adams a pint too. And but anyway, I wanted to continue talking about something because after I've made these videos I've been making. And I don't know, I haven't put them on the same channel, but so I'll give a little recap. I saw, and I'm going to say the name of the type, a cardiologist, another one, yet another one. I don't like what I've seen so far, and one of them was okay. Well, more than one of them, because I did see, you know, other ones in the hospital, and they're okay, you know, for a good part. But the aggression, some of them I do not appreciate. It's not all of them, like I said. And that they want what they want, period. And I'm just going to mind them. You remember the woman, she was not a cardiologist, that told me that time that I was going to mind her. Oh man, so it's not just been men, but in cardiology it's been men. And I don't mind anybody, so I'm a Texan woman. We don't take that kind of crap, man. I mean, that is our stereotype. We are very independent people, and we've learned how we're not wimpish. Period. We're just not. You know, we've had to be strong. And I don't take that crap. But anyway, just to jump even a little further, I saw another one this second time. And I should have trusted him I got the first time. Well, actually, no, because I didn't spend much time with him. It was his nurse, and she was okay. But he was only there for, came in, like she said, he comes in and saves the day. And, you know, I understand that she described him. She does all this work, and then he comes in for a few minutes to save the day. Yeah, there's red flags all over the place. But I did one more time to do an echocardiogram, and that would be the second one. And he come up with some BS, and he got so mad at me, this doctor, okay, he was probably my age, and he got so angry with me. He tried to cover it up, but he had to walk out of the room, and man, the rest of the time he was, oh man, and even when he walked me back to the front, Adam was with me. And he was like smart aleck and saying stuff to people working there, you know, and just being really smart aleck. And that's total lack of professionalism. And that whole thing of, you know, I used to do videos on like narcissistic rage, narcissistic injury, narcissistic rage. I don't know. I don't remember who coined those, but you know what I'm talking about. How dare. You know, and I think he's from a country, I think he was born in this country, but he, like I said, my age, I think his ethnicity is one of a country where women are thought of as a lot less than men, and they have to mind men. And not everybody who comes from a country like that, male, female, none of them, you know, act that when they come to this country, or they're born and raised in this country. Not all of them, no. But I have the worst luck. I don't believe in luck, but you know, I've run across a few, and I've run across some that who are white people born and raised here. You know, it's like I said, but I have, you know, I'm a social behavioral scientist. I don't believe in stereotyping people, but there is a difference when it comes to culture. When that is part of their culture, that is part of their ways, and it's known. And they'll tell you that's how it is. You're a woman, and you have to mind me. I mean, like things like you have to ask men for your husband or your brother or even your nephew or whoever is for permission to go to the store. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm a social behavioral scientist. I studied over 20 years, undergraduate and graduate. I know what I'm talking about. And this man yesterday, and I could see that he was very, very angry that I dared to say I'm not doing that way. I'm also, on top of all of it, literally a genius. No, you're not fooling me. And I mean, no, red flags all over the place. But one of the things he had the nerve to say, just one, is that the echocardiogram I just did right before that in his office did not tell him anything. Because, of course, what they're wanting is an angiogram. And it's an angiogram? Yeah. And it's very invasive, from what I understand. And they get in your heart, okay? And probing around in your heart, or whatever, however terminology they use. I'm not an expert. But that's what they want. And it's expensive. They apparently make some good money off of it, you know? And he does himself. He's not going to be inside my heart. When he has a problem with anger issues, because he dared to say, I didn't want to just, here's another thing. He told me that the first time, he said that and the second time he pointed this out, he was with me a lot longer, yesterday. He said that, when they he wanted me to change all of my medications, okay, and added a few, and start taking them all, get off the other ones and start taking the old ones I've been taking for many years, and have not caused me, the ones that have not caused me any problem, and start new ones, because that's what he wants. Okay, do you see all kinds of wrong in that so far? So do I. And take them, and at the same time, get off of those, boom, take all those. What the ever living? No. And I told him that the first time. I said, I'm not doing that. I said, I learned. You don't do that. And logically, as a genius, you don't do that. Because if something goes wrong with one of them, just one of them, that I have an allergic reaction to, and as I told him yesterday, I have a list of medications that, because I have a rare health condition, that have worked for other people just fine. They don't have problems with them, but I do. Okay, and it goes back my list so far. Actually, one of them is from my childhood. I'm 63, from my childhood. But the other ones go back into the 90s, I think. And I just now recently had a really, really bad reaction to the medication for my rare health condition. Finally got on it, 39 pills into it, but 40-something days because of some things. And oh my gosh, I had gained another 25 or so pounds of water weight. It was water retention. And now I'm down 30. Go figure. I have no idea. But it came off a pound a day. Yeah. It's water retention. But anyway, he had the nerve to say that was, and this time he said, that is I'm in the wrong lane. Where am I going? He had the nerve to tell me, okay, this time, that, okay, you are not supposed to do that. That is wrong, people. Seriously. You are not supposed to do that. But he told me, okay, I got my usual, the red beans and rice, but like I said I was going to do. But it was kind of funny, because I asked the woman that was working the counter, never seen her before, I asked her if, okay, I don't know why you're waiting, but I'm waiting on you. But I asked, do y'all make etouffee? And she said, she was on the phone. I didn't see her. I think she had picked up the phone again or something. She was talking to a friend or somebody. And I didn't see that she had picked it back up. And she just kind of looked a little funny. And then she said, and she put the phone down, and I asked her again, I said, do y'all make etouffee? She goes, I don't understand. I was thinking, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's been a long time, you know. And it could be that I'm mispronouncing it because it has been a long time. But etouffee. And she said, what is it? What is that? And I said, well, it's very interesting. I don't know how to describe etouffee. It's kind of like gumbo in a way, but not all the same. So, but if she'd never heard of it, you know, then. But just for the record, she was Hispanic, so a Cajun restaurant, but she was Hispanic. And I think most of them are Hispanic, and the ones I've spoken to. But, it doesn't matter, you know. But I want to have some more of that etouffee. It's been a long time, and I wanted things like dirty rice, Cajun dirty rice. Oh my goodness, this stuff is so delicious if it's done right. And I am not good at making it. My mother made it often, and her mother was French, and not Cajun but French, but still she would cook the dirty rice. I think she actually learned to make dirty rice by my dad. So, and he was not French either, or Cajun. But he kind of looked like Justin Wilson, but tall, 5'7", 6'7". Wow, I said it backwards. It was 6'7", and built like a linebacker. But he used to like to say, and this is how I got the name from my original channels over, you know, it'll be 12 years in August. He'd say little this, little that, little this, little that. I can't do it now, but I used to be able to. It wouldn't actually be like the full words. Anyway, oh, I don't know. I was so just happy to get out. But yeah, you know, I was talking about this doctor lying to me. I had to cut out some of it because there were some kids in it. I don't put kids in my videos if at all possible, if I see them. But I'm not a perfect being. But I try really hard not to do that. But I was telling this doctor had told me that it's what's the right word? It's the norm. It's well known that this is the norm, is to take them off of all of them and then put them on, you know, the medications, take all the other ones and change them and switch to the other ones. And I'm thinking, you are lying, man. He told me at the first visit. I was thinking, no, that would be totally illogical. In my mind, in my very logical mind, that's totally illogical. Okay, I am not a voice of authority on medications, medicines, any of that. But the logic behind it, no. You know, and his logic was, that was just, his answer is that that's just the way it is. It's the way they tell people to do. And then this yesterday, he said the same kind of thing and say that's the way it's done. And that's the way it's suggested. No, he just wanted to hurry up and get to the big things so he can make a lot more money. That's me being cynical, but also social behavioral scientist, genius. Yeah, seen enough of this crap. And anyway, today I looked it up, and what the gold standard actually says is that would be bad. Just like I said, you don't do that to a person. Because just as I said, if one pill goes bad, one pill my body rejects, out of all these pills he wants to take me off of and put me on these other ones, this is what he uses with his patients, apparently. He wants them all to be on the same medications. Not that he personally uses, maybe so, you never know, but that he gives to his patients. Well, I don't give a crap what you give to your patients. This is what I've been on for many years, and it's not caused me any harm. None of them. These you know, medicines. So anyway, he lied to me. He flat out lied. Okay, if he believes he knows better than the gold standard, and yeah, the one that does all the research, the NIH, I read what they said, and he knows more than the NIH, National Institutes of Health. Really? So many of these doctors or providers, it's not always doctors, but providers, have this attitude that they know more. And he's bad about it. I noticed it the first time and the second time. He knows better than my other doctor. He was going to call my doctor and say, my other doctor, the one I really like, and the first time he goes, I'm going to call him and find out why they didn't do his surgery on this. Stay in your lane, bro. That is not your area of specialization at all. And I wonder if he did it, because he is so freaking aggressive. And like I had made a video, and I was kind of laughing about some of it. Like I was saying, I am not at all intimidated. He's a tall man, probably 6'1", something like that. To me, that's not very tall when you have a head that was 6'7", and built like a linebacker. And this guy's wide. I'm not at all intimidated by it. And I know a lot of people who, like my dad, who knew that people were intimidated. I mean, I'm female. I'm not. That's on my brother. He only have one brother. I have 3 sisters, but my brother was 6'5". But he's autistic, and he never used his size to do any intimidation. But me, I'm the tallest female in our family. I would always be shocked by how people, like I'm sitting down and I would stand up, and you know, some people would be so intimidated by me. Of course, I wasn't using it for that purpose, or what. It was other situations too. Why are they so freaking intimidated by me when I was young? You know, when I'm talking when I was in high school, or something like that. And even I'd say into my. Every once in a while, it would just shock me that people are intimidated because I was so tall, and I've shrunk some because when you get older, that's not everybody, but I think pretty much. But anyway, yeah. But I just can't believe, I mean, I can believe it. And not only that, he said this thing about the echocardiogram, that it didn't tell him anything. What? I looked on there, because they put it on the portal, and any of these doctors, they have noticed for now, how long, many years, I guess, several years, once they got a portal, they put it on the portal, the results. So first I was looking up each line of it. I've done that before. This time, I did each line for a few of them, but then I did the whole thing and put it online. And I know that it says that this is, does not replace a specialist or doctor, and all that. They could be wrong, rightfully so. It says that, when you do a Google AI search, and there are those gold standards, and but the different things on it, what it said, and it said just like one of my doctors that I'm going to return to. I just made an appointment as I was leaving to go here. I got a referral and they sent it to me, so I made the appointment on the portal. I'll see him in July next month again. And he had written that it was all mild before, when I had the one last year. And it said mild, not moderate, nothing but mild. And the original cardiologist said, this is just a warning. That this is what showed up was just a warning. It's not anything you have to go and do anything big about. But what are these cardiologists warning? Angiogram. They want to go and if they go in there and they explore and they find if they need to do anything like, what were they saying? Stents or, he was even saying something, what it was, bypass surgery, all this stuff. And I'm like, you are full of crap. I mean, I've had enough of them say mild, 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 even improved, okay? And one of my doctors has told me twice, yeah, the original doctor, he's my PCP that did the EKG. And I said, what is this happening? You do an EKG and you tell me, I wasn't doubting him. I said, you're telling me that there's nothing wrong. I said, all of a sudden they're saying that all this stuff. He goes, exactly. Yeah. He's my age. And he actually makes me think of somebody that where I grew up, just on the other road, kind of perpendicular to our home. And I wonder if it's him. I seriously have wondered. But I've seen him several times, but I have an appointment with him in August. And yeah. And it's just kind of like, how dare you just bald-faced lie? And of course they did. And I told Adam before we went, I said, watch how he'll play an intimidation game, or he'll kind of like threats, but not exactly say, well, this could really do you harm. And then he did that thing, which I had predicted. I mean, it wouldn't be worth my salt if I couldn't do this. After studying human behavior so much. But he said that thing, he said, well, this could kill you. Well, guess what? Walking into your office could kill me. I'm just not fooled by crap like that. This could kill you. Anything can kill you. Practically anything. I mean, any situation you can get killed. I mean, sitting right here, there was a guy who drove up, got real close to my car. I mean, I could be sitting right here and somebody hit my car and kill me. My SUV, not a car. Just stop, people. Just stop. They're so disgusting. It's despicable. Anyway, wrapping it up.